As I'm going down there, the steps, I was on the top wall, walking down the steps, I see him heading over to this other dude, this black dude, and just starts lighting him up. Well, we go on lockdown.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Alright, this story takes place in South Central Correctional Center. I went to the hole for 4 months under investigation, plus I received a conduct violation. It was all BS, but that's not the point. When you're in the hole that long, you can't come back out. You see a lot of people that you never seen before because, you know, people steadily coming in and then leaving or getting transferred or whatever. So they put me in a housing unit with this young guy that had come in while I was in the hole. What I didn't know was that he had been turned out. So everybody was saying. I didn't know nothing about him. A couple times walking by him, I spoke to him. And this all happened the day I got out, mind you. You know, he'd say, "What's up?" or something, and I'd say, "Hey, I'm coming down to get ice. I done set my cell up, you know, got all my property in there. I go down and get some ice." They have these ice machines in the wings. You open it up and get you a scoop of ice. It's supposed to be certain times of the day, but we usually did it whenever we wanted. As I'm going down there, the steps, I was on the top wall, walking down the steps, I see him heading over to this other dude, this black dude, and just starts lighting him up. Well, we go on lockdown. You know, they take him to the hole, take the other guy to medical. The guy, you know, pretty much, the dude that got stuck was still standing when they came in. And he wanted to walk to medical, you know, he's saying, trying to brush him off and stuff, but they made him get on this stretcher and take him out and put him on this, like golf cart that they took him over to medical with. Anyway, I did not know, you know, I was just kind of blindsided by this whole thing. We get locked down for like all the way until the next day, and they finally let us out. But I'm talking to my cellie. While I was in the hole, you know, when he lost his last cell, he was trying to get another dude up there, and so we was talking about that a little bit. He goes, "Hey man, I'm trying to get this," but he said, "I'm going to make sure you get a good cellie, you know, find you a cellie first." And I said, "Oh, that's fine." I said, "But what's going on with this?" I said, "That young dude just walked up to," he goes, "Man, that black dude was his man." I said, "What?" He goes, "Man, a lot of us warned him about hanging around the dude and everything. He would not listen." He said, "We tried to tell him, man, we tried to give him the ropes, you know, what's going on around here. He would not listen." Got a bunch of stuff from the guy, ends up moving in with him and all kinds of things. You know, and then it was like, and it said the black guy was coming out saying, "Yeah, this is my boy, you know, nobody else bothered him," and this and that. I said, "Well, for that being his boy, he stuck him." He goes, "Well, you've seen it before." He goes, "There's been boys, they're not all punks. Boys have stuck other people before. You know, they've been known to use that blade." Anyway, when we get off lockdown, me and another dude sitting at a table, and this other dude comes up and he's talking about it. He goes, "Man, it doesn't change anything. You know, he's still a B." I said, "So he did?" He goes, "Yeah, he did this because he didn't want to be tied with the dude." That's a term meaning, you know, be with the guy. He didn't want to be tied with him, you know. Just a few times he was tired of it, but it doesn't matter. You know, he can't go back to being straight now. He's already a B. And that's how a lot of them in prison look at it. It doesn't matter if you're trying to get out of that lifestyle. You done put yourself in it. That's how they look at it. I just wish the best for that kid, you know. All these other people talking bad about him and everything, saying this about him, saying that about him, and you know, and calling him all types of these names that's usually reserved for females that they don't like. I said, "Man, I wish the best for, man, heck with," they're using stronger language, "heck with that B, heck with that H." That's the way they was talking. And I said, "Man, dude just wanted to get out of that. Maybe he didn't know how when he first came, you know. And oh, he could have got a knife. Somebody would have gave him a knife, man. You know, that's all he had to do was ask him for." And then my cellie comes up there and he goes, "And it's like I told you, Harv." He goes, "We was all trying to school him." And everybody else at the table, "Yeah, we was trying to, you know, give him the heads up and everything." And he wasn't listening. So that's on him. So what I'm trying to tell you is, although this type of stuff is not as common as it might be in some other states, and it's definitely not as common as it is in the movies, it does happen. So you got to keep that in mind. You guys messing up, going to prison, you have to deal with one of those type of people. But that's not just them you have to deal with. You have to deal with the COs. Not all of them, you know, abide by their rules if you can. But some of them are just complete jerks, man. They'll try to write you up. They'll write you up for no reason. You know, and then you have to worry about being away from your family, missing out on weddings, this and that. There's all kinds of things. Being in prison is stressful. Some people say it wasn't, I've been told that it wasn't stressful for them. I don't know if I believe that. Unless you absolutely enjoy being in prison, it's not fun at all. So anyway, that's all I got for you. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.